Right now, there are 100 million millennials who occupy the United States. We're the largest generation in history, and we're the most highly educated generation in history. By all accounts, we should be prepared to take on the world and lead the next wave of global progress. But unfortunately, that path seems unlikely.
New generation entering the workforce. Most companies not prepared for this.
I don't think our children are going to do as well as, previous generations.
All of a sudden you're helping them every way you can just so they can keep their heads above water.
You'll have to keep on gaining new skills, possibly even new degrees.
The jobless rates that we're seeing across society right now, and which I unfortunately expect to continue for a number of years, is the most important problem that America is facing, and one that could color our society for years and years to come, even once we recover. Joblessness, if the rate is high enough and if it extends long enough, it really corrodes society, it corrodes families, it corrodes communities.
Despite our educational prowess, millennials are the most unemployed and underemployed generation in the past 30 years. Many of our elders blame us for the outcomes of our lives. They've written us off as a bunch of lazy, entitled, self-centered, spoiled brats. It isn't millennials who are to blame for our demise, and it isn't our elders. The fact is, the rules of the game have changed. For the next 6 minutes, I'm going to tell you a story. It's very important that you pay close attention because there's a huge price to pay for those who ignore this message. What's at stake is the future of the American dream, and we are all responsible for its success or its failure. Right now, America sits at a crossroad, and the path we choose as a nation will determine our futures for generations to come. Frustration, fear, doubt, and anxiety. These are the universal emotions millions of young people are feeling as they're transitioning into the real world. Student loans, unemployment, underemployment, inflation, and public policy changes pose a severe threat to our financial futures. We didn't ask for these problems, and we didn't create these problems. But because these problems exist, it is incumbent upon all of us as a society to band together to solve these problems because they are here and they're not going away. My name is Michael Price. I was born in 1986 to two loving parents who gave me every opportunity within their means to allow me to live my dreams and achieve success. Like most parents, my parents bent over backwards to give me a chance to achieve things that they never had the opportunity to achieve, because they wanted me to live a life that was greater than theirs. As I grew up and came to realize the complexities of life, in each stage of my life, I wondered what the next phase would be like. It's been 27 years since I was born, and it's been 9 years since I've graduated from high school and entered the real world. In these last 9 years, I've discovered and experienced the real world in ways that many people could never imagine. I've built successful businesses, I've climbed the ranks in corporate America, and I've grown to earn an income more than twice the average of what most Americans in my age group earn. I guess you can say I've done pretty good for myself. However, things haven't always been so great. The past 12 years have been a journey of trials and tribulations. From the ages of 15 to 27, I've made a series of very well-calculated choices that have led to everything I've achieved up to this point in my life. It feels great to know that everything has worked out. As much as it excites me to see that my life is going down the right path, it pains me to see so many in my generation struggling to make ends meet, struggling to find jobs, struggling to find meaning in life, and struggling to achieve the American dream. 9 months ago, I began chronicling everything I've done for the past 12 years of my life that have contributed to my current success. What started out as a therapeutic platform for me to vent my frustration with society, corporate America, our education system, personal finance, and life as I knew it, spawned a 186-page autobiography of my life from the ages of 15 to 27. Along with the detailed 12-year account of my life, what emerged from this book was a step-by-step guide for everything I've done to achieve success. What is success? Some people describe success based on your earnings. Some people describe success based on your level of happiness. I believe that success is best defined by both financial means and happiness. It is my belief that if provided with the new rules of the real world, my generation will be more likely to achieve success. As I look at my life and the lives of the millions of my peers who are struggling to find meaning from life, I've found that all of our problems can be wrapped up into one question, one statement, one idea, one focal point. What next? It's the universal truth we all face, and this is the basis of my creation and my gift to my generation. As I continue on through the rest of my life and eventually have children of my own, I want to be able to tell my children that I did my part to leave a legacy for my generation and generations to come. I want to be able to say that I helped change things, that I helped change the course of history, that I helped move mankind forward. The world we all desire is within our reach, but it's up to us to grab it. As I completed the writing of what turned into a 186-page book, I made a promise to myself to expose this book and its secrets to every person in my generation by any means necessary. What Next? The Millennial's Guide to Surviving and Thriving in the Real World is the most in-depth and practical guide for success in education, career, and personal finance for millennials. Since completing this book, I've gone through every traditional means possible to spread the word. I've contacted journalists, news anchors, friends, family. I've launched advertising campaigns, and nothing has caught fire. This is where you come in. This is that rare moment in history when you have the opportunity to make real change, and it only requires a single click of a button. I need your support to help spread this book and its message to the masses. An entire generation is counting on you.